Hey gamers, welcome back to day 2 at PAX Unplugged. I'm Rick for Game Trade Media, here live on the showroom floor in the exhibit hall. I've got Elisa Teague with me, and
Hello.
she's here to talk to us about all sorts of cool stuff. But tell us a little bit about Elisa.
Well, I am a game designer and puzzle designer, and I make board games, dice games, card games, and I also write a little bit for Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right. Now, what would be the game that most people would recognize you for?
It really depends on the market. My biggest game, I think, right now is my Geek Out game line, where we have the core edition of Geek Out, and then we have the pop culture party version and the family version. There's a Big Bang Theory version, and there are some new versions coming soon that I can't talk about yet, but they'll be announced soon. And I also make strategy games. I was a designer on the Apocrypha adventure card game over at Lone Shark Games. And I was the designer on Betrayal at House on the Hill, Widow's Walk, and I don't know, a bunch of other games.
A bunch of other
games,
so much stuff. Now, you have another game, or you brought us one to talk about here that is very reminiscent of a saying that a lot of people are probably familiar with.
Right, it's called Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my! And it's a brand new game, and when I say brand new, I mean it's shipping to game stores this week.
Nice.
And so this is the debut. I saw it for the first time myself yesterday.
Nice.
And so it's a cute little family dice game. It's a good filler game. It's great for families with kids ages 6 and up, but also as a game for adults that want something casual to play, or if they want to take it to the pub with them or whatever.
Right. Okay. So how do we play this here game? It says it's for ages for 2 to 5 players, 6 and up. And it takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes on average, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can keep playing it over and over again, or just if you have just a little bit of time between games, or you're waiting for dinner, you're waiting for a movie, it's really portable and easy to play.
All right. So how do we do it?
Okay, so each player gets 6 dice. So we have our 6 dice on there, and you'll notice that the dice have lions and tigers and bears on them.
My.
And then there is the blank, oh my, and that is what you want to really avoid, right? And so on your turn, and I'll do my turn first just to show you how it works. On your turn, you roll the dice, and you get to choose whether or not you want to go with lions, which are worth 3 points, tigers, which are worth 2 points, or bears, which are worth 1 point.
Okay.
Now, there are less lions, of course, and more tigers and bears.
Right.
And so you can see I rolled 4 tigers, which is amazing for me because I am a horrible die roller. So I'm going to stick with tigers because this is now worth 8 points. Now, unfortunately, oh my, I rolled a blank, and that leaves the game permanently.
What?
Yes. So I have the opportunity of re-rolling any extra dice up to 2 more times, so 3 times total, or I can freeze my score. But I think I'm going to not roll this and try for another tiger, because if I roll another blank, it's going to leave the game permanently, and I want more dice for my next turn. So I'm going to score this 8 points, and now it's going to be your turn.
Okay. So, great. I'm going to go with bears.
Okay, now you rolled 2 blanks, so oh my!
Yeah.
They leave the game.
I'm down 2 already.
Yes, so you can re-roll. This is worth 3 points.
I'll take 3 points.
Yeah?
It sounds safe to me.
Okay, so it's 8-3 right now.
Yes.
So now it's my turn again. Now you'll see, since I had to get rid of one of my dice, I only have 5 to roll now. So I'm going to roll them. Oh my! There goes that one. I have tigers. I have a lion. You know what? I'm going to be risky. I'm going to save my lion, and I'm going to re-roll.
Ooh.
Bad choice. I rolled this exact same thing. Okay, let's try it one more time, because the odds are the same as my first roll in that case. Oh, well, I lost another die, unfortunately, but I have 2 lions, so that's 6 more points. So now I'm at 14.
Yep.
I have to stop. I rolled 3 times.
Okay.
But I only have 3 dice left, which is bad.
That is bad.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling on 4 now. I'm going to go with the lion as well.
Okay.
And re-roll. Oh my.
Oh my, but you have 2 lines. Are you going to re-roll that tiger? You have one
I am
more
not.
roll.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so 6
that's
and
6 more
3,
points. Yeah,
so
so
I'm
9. So 14 to 9. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of dice left. Okay, well, I'm sticking with the lion, of course, because I got 1 of each. And do I want to re-roll or just take my 3 points? Because I'm kind of ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm going to be risky. Why not? Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna stay. So I'm going to take my 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 20.
You're at 20.
You're at 9, right?
I'm at 9.
Okay. You're okay. Don't worry. Ooh.
I'm going to take the tiger and
Okay.
reroll. Oh, my. And I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
Okay.
Nope.
But at least you still got your 2 points.
I got 2
so
points.
you're at 11.
11.
Okay. Here we go. I got a lion. This is actually the best die rolling I think I've done. Oh, I cursed myself. Oh, my. I'm going to stick with this. I'm at 23 points.
23. All right.
Lucky number 23.
Oh, my. Guess what I'm at?
So, yeah, you're stuck with the 2
Well,
points.
13.
13. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got a lion. We're pretty close in dice. I'm going to go for it. Nope. Oh,
Nope.
It really wanted to be that bear. Okay, so now I'm at 26.
Uh-huh. I'm out.
And you're out of the game, and I win.
Yeah.
And so those blanks, the oh my spaces, those act as a timer for the game, and that's
Okay.
what makes it so that you the game doesn't go on forever.
Right.
It usually works out to be about that amount of time, 5-10 minutes or so.
Nice.
Sometimes it's a little longer, and then you just play again.
Cool. That's super cool.
Super easy.
You know what's really cool about this? The size.
Yeah.
This is a great stocking stuffer for the holidays. So for everybody that's looking for something to get for their kids and their family for the Christmas this year, this looks like a great game because
MSRP is $12.
$12.
So
Nice.
it's pretty good. It's and this is the follow up in their dice game line to Pass the Pandas. I don't know if you're aware of Pass the Pandas, but it's another quick dice rolling game. And so if you love Pass the Pandas, this one is a natural.
Perfect. Very cool. Well, Elisa, thank you for showing us this. Is there
Thanks for having
anything
me.
else that you can talk about or want to talk about?
Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Coming soon, Q1, so in January, I guess, is a new party game called Spoiler Alert. This is the fancy schmancy production sample, and it's a party game where you are trying to get your partners to guess what movie you are talking about by, and this is horrible for me, by spoiling but not too much what the main plot points are of the movie. So,
Okay.
and I'm like super anti-spoiler, so this isn't actually going to really spoil anything that you guys might be afraid of, but they're mostly classics, and
Okay.
it's a really fun party game for any amount of players. I mean, it says, let's see what they actually put on it. 2 or more players, so any amount of players except
Nice.
for yourself, because you can't spoil it for yourself. Anyway, that's coming soon, and I'm really excited about it.
It looks really cool. And on
I'll
the
show the
back,
back.
it gives you some examples of questions
I'm trying
and
to
stuff.
get no glare.
So you can see that.
Is this
And
working?
if it's coming out in January, that means that for all you retailers that might be watching this, make sure you are keeping track of the new to order items when they pop up on the site there, so you can start adding this to your list of games to have on your shelf for all the consumers, all
Yep.
you guys out there watching.
And they're both from the Playroom Entertainment division of Ultra Pro.
Very cool. Now, I have a question for you.
Sure.
While we're here.
Yes.
So, what was it that the thing in your life that was like, I'm going to be a game designer. This is the universe I want to.
This is a long story.
Yeah.
You want? Do we have to? I don't know.
We
How much
have
time do we
like 20 minutes.
Okay, well, fun Elisa fact. I've been gaming since I was a little tiny kid, and when
Okay.
I say gaming, like my family was weird. We did play things like Life and Monopoly and whatever, but my dad was a big fan of like war games, like the Avalon Hill style, like 1776, which I still have my original copy since I was
Nice.
like a little kid, and like all the Civil War games and whatever. And so I played a lot of strategy games, and I also did a lot of like code breaking activities. Like he would buy me the workbooks for like, we'd go on a summer trip, and like everybody else had like their Walkman and like a coloring book, and I was like breaking codes and
Nice.
solving puzzles and stuff. And so I was always really into it, and I grew up in a gaming family. I never knew it could be a career.
Right.
We didn't have like these majors like everybody has these kids these days, but like nobody told me, and so I actually went into fashion design.
Okay.
And well, first I was an English major, and I wanted to write like historical fiction and like religious allegorical fiction and stuff
okay.
like so fantasy basically. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to make any money as a writer. I'm going to go into fashion design, and I majored in apparel manufacturing management, which is basically how to make clothes in China. I mean, really, it's like all about costing sheets and fulfillment and production and,
Okay.
you know, things like that. And then when I took some time off when I had my oldest kid, my brother was graduating from business school and wanted to start a game company because we came from a gaming family. And he was like, hey, do you want to help with this? And so I knew how to do all the production. Instead of like buttons and zippers and yards of fabric, it was dice and pawns and cards
Right.
on a cost sheet and on the production schedule. And I just knew how to do it. And so I was helping from the design side and the production side. But I always had that itch for like writing fantasy stuff, writing the story narratives, and then also game design because of my puzzle background. And
Right.
it kind of just went
from
in.
there.
I never went back to fashion design.
Well,
Well, I do it for like I do fun stuff,
Right.
but and like I do like cosplay stuff and stuff for
Right.
fun. But and that's how I like fulfill that part of me now. But as a career, this just stuck, and I love it, and
Right.
I would never go back.
now, if there's anybody out there watching that is been thinking about getting into this industry, or just maybe you haven't taken the step to be just a gamer in general, that, because we never know who's going to be watching our content.
Sure.
What would you say to them to, I don't know, maybe inspire them to become part of our community?
I would say that if you love games, play all of the games that you possibly can. See what's out there, see what the different companies are. Try to find something that you have as your background, kind of like what I did,
Right.
and how it applies to the game industry, because there are so many facets of the game industry. It's not just designing games. Not everybody can be a game designer.
Correct.
Not everybody should be a game designer. Some people are great at it, but you may have a marketing background. You may have a design background, or you may have great ideas for new types of packaging, which is like really,
Huge.
really important right now, because that is what's catching everybody's eye right now.
Yep.
Is anything that's creative, technical design, engineering, like. Just because you went into a field that you may not be so jazzed about doesn't mean you can't apply it to the hobby that you love.
Right.
And then just kind of get out there, come to conventions, meet people.
Right.
You never know. Connections are everything.
That's a fact. So thank you, Elisa, again for everything.
Thanks for
And
having me. It's always fun to come on the
we
show.
love having you. It's the best. It's like reunion time whenever
Yeah.
we have these events. It's like, yeah, I get to see Elisa. Or when we're at San Diego, the best.
Absolutely.
Always
Well,
a
I
good-
never get to see you otherwise. It's
I
so
know.
sad. Well, Facebook. but,
also, coast to coast.
Coast to coast is hard. Yeah, that's true.
So tough. All right, everybody. So thank you for watching. We'll be back real soon with our next publisher talking about awesome, cool stuff. All right. We'll be back real soon. I'm Rick. This is Game Trade Media. See you at the game store.